Hello, students. Welcome to Easy Limo Learning Simplified. My name is Mr. Stanley Ombogo. Dear students, as usual, I believe that you are in good health and strength wherever you are watching us from. Welcome to another exciting session. And in this session, uh, our topic is grammar. And under grammar, we want to look at functions of nouns in sentences. So, uh, remember, we have eight parts of speech, and nouns or noun is one of the eight, or it is among the eight parts of speech that we have. Nouns are naming words. That means that they are, words or names given to people, places, animals, and things. Back in Form 3, we learned about noun derivation, that is a formation of nouns. And what we learned is that nouns can be formed or derived from verbs and adjectives. There are even cases where we form nouns from other nouns. So for most verbs, we normally add the suffixes er or ee, that is to form a noun. And for adjectives, there are suffixes like ism, that is ism, ion, ne, double s, etc., etc. Look at some of the nouns that we are able to form from verbs and adjectives, that is by adding various suffixes to the base of those verbs. So in our first example, we have the verb dance, or we can say to dance. So if we, omit the letter E, the letter E that we have in dance, that is the final letter E, and add the ending ER, we will form a noun that is dancer. So dancer, the meaning of a dancer now refers to a person or one who is dancing, that is by either moving the body or shaking the body. So in the second example, we have the verb paint. So if we directly add the ending er to the base of the verb paint, we will form a noun that is painter. So a painter, again, is used to describe one who paints, or that is uses uh, you know paint to decorate a wall. So the next, or the third example, we have the verb employ. So to employ is maybe to offer someone a job so that they are able to earn something. So we can add the ending ee to employ to form a new word. The new word that will be formed is employee, and this is now a noun. So it refers to one who is employed or given a job opportunity in, say, a company or an institution. So we also have the verb train, to train. That is to take someone through maybe a course or a given skill. So if we add the ending ee to train, the noun formed is trainee. Trainee. That is now referring to one who is being taught, or one who is learning certain skills. So we can also add, certain endings to adjectives to form nouns. So we have the adjective kind. So if we add the ending or the suffix NESS to the adjective kind, we will have kindness, that is now a noun. And again, if we add the ending or the suffix, NESS to sweet, we will form a new word that will now be a noun, and that is sweetness. Then lastly, we have act. So act is act is a what? It is a verb again. So if we add the suffix ion, we will have action. So we can also have the adjective active. We can still add the suffix or the ending ion there to the adjective that is active. But when we do that, we will have to omit the letter V and E in active before adding the suffix ion to form our noun. Now, on to the next thing that is also the most important about this session are some of the functions of noun in sentences. So, dear students, note that the noun functions in sentences in different ways. So, number one, we can have nouns in sentences functioning as the subject of a verb. So, when they act as the subject of a verb, it means that they are what we are talking about in those, in those sentences. So we have a few examples here. The first example, my niece chairs the meetings. My niece chairs the meetings. So my niece is the subject of the verb chairs. So a noun function as the subject of a verb when it performs or when it does the following. So number one, a noun function as the subject of a verb when it performs the action implied in the verb. So in the example below, we have the elephant destroyed our crops. The elephant destroyed our crops. So um, subject the subject of the verb destroyed is the elephant. So in that case, the elephant is the noun and it is performing the action that is implied on the verb. So another thing is that a noun can function as the subject of a verb when it is the topic of the verb. So again, study the example that we have below. The students are doing assignment. The students are doing assignment. So we have our noun there that is, or the noun phrase, the student. So it is the topic that the students is the topic of the verb that is do. So a noun can also function as the subject of a verb when it is the topic that the predicate talks about. So talking about a predicate is the part of the sentence which states something about the subject. For example, we have this sentence, the deer ate all my flowers. So in that case, the underlined is also the noun, and in this case, it is the topic that the predicate is talking about. So the second function of nouns in sentences, we can have nouns functioning as the direct object of a verb. So we have got a few examples to also help you understand that better. So in the first example, I will buy bread. Bread is the direct object of the verb buy. So there are also other examples like I like you, the dog, beat, the postman, etc. So can you identify the direct object, that is that we have in the two other sentences? That is, I like you and the dog beat the postman. So you can study the first example to help you identify the direct object in the other two. So note that when a noun is used as a direct object, it usually come after the verb or the verb phrase. So another important thing worth noting is that in passive voice, the direct object becomes the subject of the sentence. So again, to illustrate this, study the two sentences that we have here. So in the first sentence, the lion killed the deer. So the lion is the subject in our first sentence, and the direct object is the deer. So if we rewrite that sentence in a passive voice, we have now sentence number 2, where the deer, that was our direct object in the first sentence, now taking the role of the subject. So the second sentence reads, the deer was killed by the lion. So remember, the deer was our direct object previously, and in the new sentence, it is now functioning as the subject. So lastly, the last function of a noun in a sentence is that it can be an indirect object of a verb. So for example, he called me Helen. So in the sentence, me is the indirect object. Then another one is that Timothy bought his baby a beautiful coat. So the indirect object in our last example is his baby. So dear students, that marks the end of our session. Thank you for staying tuned till the end, and remember to always keep it easy, Limo. Until next time, bye.